So you're the eldest daughter of Nina Rani, and your mom was missing since February 17th, so 5 days ago, right?
Yes.
And in the last week, like, do you think there was anything different in her behavior?
No, like, she's been, like, a little disturbed in a way, or, like, I don't know, like, at this point, like, I don't know, because, like, she was acting, it's, like, it's not like something, it was, like, on the spot, like, something happened there, it's, like, something that's been going on for a while, but, like, for us, it just became normal, and, like, the way she's been behaving, it was, like, like, before, like, my mom was really happy, joyful, like, she would joke around with us. She would actually give people advice. Like, people would come see her. Like, she was really warm, right? And now, like, all of a sudden, like, it's not all of a sudden, too. Like, it's gradually. Like, she just shut down. Like, she was really closed off. And she wasn't talking to anyone. Like, we keep asking her, like, what's wrong, Mom? Like, what do you need? Like, it's not like we weren't there for her. Like, we've been always there for her. Like, my mom's everything. Like, she's my world. Like, right now, like, I feel like my world just teared apart. And I have no one. Legit. And the way it has been, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know what to say anymore. Like,
so you wouldn't be able to, like, pinpoint a certain event that happened that went downhill, but more of just, like, gradually you saw changes in her behavior, right?
Yeah, but it's not like legit on Monday I took her to the hospital emergency at Sainte Marie, and the week before I had called our family doctor too. I'm like,
the week before she went missing, you called her family doctor? Okay.
Yes, and even the week before that too, I called and I'm like, my mom has been a little, like, stressed, depressed. She hasn't been talking to anyone. I told her the scenario, and then the week before, after that, she gave me, like, a document with a referral, and she's like, she will send the referral, and then after that, like, I just couldn't take it, so I just took her to the emergency, and I took the document with me, and I showed it to the doctors there, and they're just, they're like, we can't really do much. You just have to go to your family doctor. And they gave me nothing. They just gave me sleeping pills for my mom because she wasn't able to sleep too.
Yeah, sleeping pills as in, like,
melatonin.
Over the counter. Yeah, over the counter ones, right?
Yeah.
So you contacted your family doctor, like, how many times about your mom, like, being off character?
Like, 3, or I believe, like, I called her in the beginning of the month, and then I'd had a phone conversation with her again, with my mom present there, and then apparently, like, my mom called her again, because, like, my mom was in denial. She wouldn't accept that she was not doing well. She didn't want to get any help. Like, even on Monday, when I took her to the hospital, she was denying it. She's like, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm okay. Like,
so it being depression, right?
I don't know at this point if it's depression or whatever, because, like, it's not something I've seen in my life. It's not something I've been through, or, like, people talk to me about, like, what they're going through. Like, everyone has their own life, right?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
And, like at this point, like, I don't even know, like, if it was depression, stress, or anything, but, like, she was disturbed, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a reason.
So, and it's like, you know, can't expect you to give your mom the diagnosis. That's where the doctor is there for. But in terms of, like, reaching out to the doctor and saying, like, she's mentally disturbed, you know, did you give the doctor any, like, hints of, like, what her behavior was changing into?
Yeah, I told them, like, the conversations that she was saying, the things that she had been doing, like,
so which is what, like, can you name a few things that were just different? Like, not normal to you?
Yeah, like, she's been, like I was saying, like, she's really closed off. Like, she would sit like this. She wasn't talking to anyone. She just had, like, thoughts going through her head, like,
yeah,
like, that day too, the day, like, Monday we took to the hospital. They gave us the document. I sent it to our family doctor. Our family doctor's like, yeah, I'll send it to our psychiatrist, a referral, and I'm just waiting on the referral. Then I called again. I'm like, nobody gave me a call. Then she's like, just go in an emergency and show them the paper again. And I did. I went to emergency and I showed the paper again. Well, I didn't go to that on Monday. I legit went with that.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, this is what they said. And she's like, just go to the emergency again and then show them the paper and they could help you.
Yeah. So
it's like at that point it was like, what was the point of me going on Monday? I was waiting there just for them to give me refer me back to the family doctor.
You saying that, you know, changes in behavior and stuff like that, right? Like what were, can you name any that was just like, that seemed different to you, that from 6 months ago she wasn't really acting like that? When you say things got worse gradually.
Like, my mom would never leave the house without her lipstick on. She always had to have her lipstick on, no matter what. She would wake up, brush her teeth, have her lipstick. Yeah. She stopped caring about herself. She wasn't putting on lipstick. She wasn't even dyeing her hair. Like, I was so worried. Like, I don't know, like, one day, like, I was just sitting with my mom, and I'm like, let me put nail polish on her. So I was putting, like, red nail polish on her. I'm like, maybe it'll change her mood around, like, maybe it'll help her or something, right? And, like, she was just like, no, don't do this, like, I don't know, she, like, kept saying, like, people are gonna look down upon her if she has nail polishes on, like, people are gonna look, don't think good about her. She's not a good woman. She had those kinds of thoughts for some reason. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying she pretty much let herself go. There was no, like, interest in, like
anything.
Yeah.
She didn't, like, she just let herself go.
And did you ever, like, mention the word, like, depression or depressed to the family doctor?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I told her, like, she hasn't been doing well. Like, she's been depressed, stressed. Okay. And I told her that.
And what was her response? Well, what is this doctor's name?
Dr. Daginawala.
Okay. And what was her response to that when you said, I suspect depression?
Then she's like, oh, then you should go to the emergency, which I did. Okay. On Monday, and she's like, they're gonna do a
diagnosis.
Yeah. Okay. To see, like, how she is.
Okay, so this is the Monday, and she disappeared on Thursday.
Yes.
Right? So you went to the emergency on Monday.
Yes, on Valentine's Day, I was legit there with my mom. Yeah. And then I got the paper. I sent it on Tuesday to her. I gave her a call. I'm like, this is what they said. And then she's like, just go to the emergency again with the paper. I'm like, that's what I did. She's like, and they told me that you have to send a referral. She's like, yeah, I already sent the referral the week before when you called, right? I'm like, okay, but nobody called me back. Nobody contacted me, right?
So did you use the word emergency? Like, did they know, like, you need immediate help?
Yeah, I did tell them I went to the emergency. And it's not like I haven't been trying. Like, even before that, even, like, before February, January, and things, I've been trying to get for help. Like, I've been trying to get a psychiatrist or things like that, right? I called, and I keep on waiting list. They're like, sorry, we're booked. You're going to be on a waiting list. Like,
you're denied help, resources, and the final, finally, when you went to the emergency, like, what did they say at the emergency?
They just, like I said, like, they gave my mom sleeping pills that you could get over the counter.
Melatonin, yeah.
Yes, and then they're like, speak to your family doctor, which I did.
Okay, so you went back to the family doctor at this point, right? You contacted her again, and you told her, I went to the emergency and they told me to speak to you? Yeah. And what was her response?
She's like, I don't understand why they sent you back to me. And then she's like, I told her, like, they told me to give you have to send a referral. She's like, yeah, I already sent that referral the week before. Okay. And I'm like, okay, can you send it again? She's like, yeah, I will. And then I asked her, would they be contacting me? She's like, no, you have to go contact them. But, like, what do I contact? Who am I contacting when I've been freaking trying so hard contacting everyone?
Okay, so she knew you went to the emergency and just turned it back around and said, okay, well, she really just said, I can't do anything about it. Without saying those words, but she wasn't there to offer any alternatives in terms of like trying another route. Did she give you another route, maybe? Like, maybe you should try this psychiatrist or psychologist. Like, did she give you any numbers, anything?
No.
So what was the end of the phone call? Just like, what did she tell you to do?
She just gave me names of hospitals, and she like, go there. They might have psychiatrists there. The doctor, she knew of, like, did she know, like, specifics of, like, things that were happening, like changes in her? You talked to her and you said she needs help, and even after that there was like no, like, she knew you went to emergency and still didn't give you any help. she's like, she's like, I'll give you the paper again with the referral.
Yeah.
And she gave me a couple of hospitals, and she'd like, go there and you might find a psychiatrist there.
Okay. And which emergency did you go to?
I went at Sainte Marie.
Okay, on what date?
On February 14th.
Okay, so that was Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, that was Monday. So I don't know like what more you as a daughter could have done, because it's like literally you did everything, and it just seems to me like you were just like turned down from the hospitals and from your family doctors, and you know, like they just couldn't do it because they didn't have resources, whatever. But you, like as a daughter, you should not like feel any sort of guilt.
I honestly feel like I haven't done enough, because I just want my mom back. Like,
yeah,
I was just trying to see what's wrong, like how I could help her. Like, it's not like we weren't doing anything. Like, we were so worried. Like, we wouldn't go to sleep at night. Like, we would wait until my mom would go to sleep. We would sit next to her every night. Like, my brother too, he would be here. We would be sitting here waiting until she could. Me too, I would like keep waking up at night just to check if she's sleeping or not. Like, I just...
Yeah. So I get it. And it's...
Like, we were trying our best. Like, I don't know. Maybe I failed. I guess maybe I didn't do something right. And I don't know. I just want my mom.
I told you,
and I was just worried about this. This is like something I was worried about, and I told her, I'm like, before she does anything like this, can you please help?
You said that to the doctor?
Yes.
Family doctor?
Yes, I told her. I'm like, I'm just scared.
You were scared that she would hurt herself.
Like, I'm scared, like I would never see my mom again.
Yeah.
And I told her, like, before she does anything like this or anything happens, just please help me. I need help.
And you guys were a loving family. You guys did everything that you can. And, like, I've known everything you've done. And it's just, like... It breaks my heart, because I don't know if I could do the same for my mom or my loved one, because you went above and beyond. You know? You should not, like foster this, like, guilt in you, because you really did everything.
I really just want my mom.
I know.
This is something I was worried about the whole time. I'm not joking.
No. You're the best daughter. Like, you're doing everything and more, and it just seems to me like the system failed you, because on that Monday you sensed it. Like, you know, you're a daughter, you see these changes, and you went to the emergency. Like, I don't know, like, do you know anything else that you could have done? Because I don't. Like, I don't think anybody in the world would have known anything else more that you could have done. You went to the emergency and didn't, like...
Even like, when I went to the emergency, my mom did not want to go. Like, it took me, I'm telling you, it took me 4 hours, maybe more, just to get her to sit in the car and come with me.
Yeah. Like,
the whole family, we were all trying to convince her. She just didn't want to get help. She's like, no, I'm perfectly fine. Finally, when we finally got her to the car, even on my way all the way to the hospital, she's like, no, I don't want to go there. Even when I was at the hospital, they were like, my mom didn't want to help. The security guy would not even let me go inside with my mom.
Yeah.
They're like, because of COVID, only the patients could go in. But hello, my mom does not want help. I'm here with her, asking you, begging you, let me go in with my mom because she needs help.
And you said that to security, and even despite that, he wouldn't let you enter?
No, and I told him, like, I have my vaccine. I showed it. He was not letting me in.
Yeah. So you don't really know what she said to the doctor or anything. She might have just said, oh, everything's perfectly fine.
No, I finally got in after.
Yeah.
Like, I had to fight for it. Like, I really had to fight myself to sit there with my mom. Even the whole time that I was sitting there with my mom, she kept saying, like, let's go. Like, I'm fine. Like, what's the point of waiting? Like, why are you wasting your day here? Let's go. The whole time.
Yeah. We spoke about, like, how your mom was a bit paranoid. I heard from your brother as well. Like, what can you tell me about that, and like why in maybe the CTV news and stuff like that you refrained from talking about these things?
Because, like, I felt like she would come back. Like, I don't want her to, like, when she comes back, like, society looks down upon her for, like, for her being lost and leaving her kids and everything. Because, like, the society is a bad place. Like, this world is a horrible place.
Yeah.
I'm 100%. Not joking.
No, yeah. 100%. So it's like you didn't want her to be impacted by the things you say like, about her, you know? But it's like, it's also really important to get, like, this is the truth. And we needed to get out because it's like you didn't get the proper like diagnosis for what she had, and I'm no doctor and I can't say anything much about that either. But it just seems like there was so much that was unsaid, untreated, undiagnosed, and like it's all led up to like what happened, right? Like why do you and your brother like think that she was a bit paranoid?
For the things that she was saying, and like she kept saying like, oh, people are recording her at her workplace, everyone heard the recording and think that she's a bad woman. She's not a good woman. She had things like that, and we kept telling her like, nobody's recording you, nobody's saying this. She had a fear like the police is after her for some reason. And like honestly, in my opinion, I thought it was like not like she was paranoid, she was scared, but like I thought it was like just because she's like depressed, and that's what depression is, that's what stress is. Because like I don't know what depression and stress is in general, right? Like, not a lot of people talk about these things.
100%, yeah. And especially, like, in our community, right? Like, South Asian community, like, it's just looked so down upon, you know? It's like even when I was talking to my own parents about this, they're just like, how, like, what is that? Like, she's upset? Like, they don't understand depression. They just think, like, oh, just get over it. It's it's looked down upon, and it's not, like, we don't give knowledge to like these older people about what it is. It's a mental illness. Like I said, like it's cancer. In a way, it's just like it's inevitable in some cases, right? Here, it's not like you did something to your mom or someone did something to your mom to trigger this. We just don't know, and it's so unfortunate that it's like looked down upon, and we don't normalize it.
Yeah, exactly. And this is why, like, I know my mom's gonna come back. I don't know where she is, but like I feel like I don't want to say so much. I don't want to say so many things because, like, when she comes back, especially the brown community, the Indian community, like the South Indian community, they're gonna look down upon her. They're gonna treat her really differently, and it's like I really don't want my mom to go through that.
Yeah,
and I know she can't.
I know. You know,
people judge you.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And this is what my mom was afraid of.
Yeah.
That people are gonna judge her.
But don't you think this was like a catalyst to the problem? Like it made it worse. Just knowing in your head, like, oh, people are gonna judge me. I can't get the help I need because people are gonna judge me for getting help, right?
Yeah, that's why. Like I didn't care.
Yeah.
And that's why I just kept pushing and keep taking her to the hospitals, keep asking for help.
Did you ever wonder if she was schizophrenic?
No, because I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah. And that's another point here is that, like, I can't even say she was. I'm not a doctor, right? And you went, like, the doctor was supposed to get the right diagnosis here, and she didn't even try, right? Did she even like run through any tests with her to see if she was bipolar, is like what type of mental illness she may have had? Was there any test that was run on her? So she didn't even get the opportunity, and that's like, that to me is like the saddest part of this, is that you tried on the Monday, the week where it all went downhill, and you still like couldn't get her. Not that you couldn't get her, but that it just seems like the system failed. Right. What can you tell me about, like, on Thursday? Like, can you tell me how the day went?
So Thursday she woke up and like my brother was here, and he saw her leaving to work. She was perfectly fine. She left. She came home. She was perfectly fine too. She came home directly. She went to the kitchen. My brother, my middle brother, he went and he was singing songs to her, bothering her. Yeah. And then she made tea for my younger brother.
Yeah, he said she laughed about it, right?
Yeah, and she was laughing about it, and she gave tea to my younger brother, and they spoke, and then she asked me like, what do I want to eat? And like I was studying in my room, so I didn't really hear it, like didn't respond or anything. And then I heard her taking out the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went to take out the garbage. Then in a hurry, she came and took the keys. And then when she took the keys, I thought it was my younger brother because he had to go to the hospital with my grandma.
Yeah.
So I thought it was him, but for some reason I just got up right away and I went straight to the window and I saw my mom's car leaving.
Yeah.
And passing the stop sign going like to the left. Mm-hmm. And then I got up right away. I took my phone. I called my mom's cell and I heard it ringing in her bedroom. So then I called my aunt right away. I'm like, oh, is she there? They're like, no. So then for some reason, we just took the car and we left. But before that, like, I ran to the kitchen to check, like, maybe she just went grocery shopping, right? Like, but, like, I was like, then again, like, why would she go grocery shopping? She just came from work. She could have just picked it on the way, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I went to go check the milk, and the milk was still there.
Yeah.
Because sometimes she just leaves to get milk or,
yeah,
you know? She didn't say one word. She just left, took the keys. We went on Go In. We did the tour. We didn't see her car. Then we went on Salisbury. We didn't see her car there. And then we came back home. And then my uncle said, stay here. And my aunt didn't even go inside the house. They just took the keys. And then they left towards the lake to check again. And then all of a sudden, my aunt spotted the car. Because she remembered the number plate, right?
Yeah.
And then right away, my uncle called me. And then I went I took my car and I went there directly. Yeah. And then we saw her car parked there.
Yeah.
And then
the keys were in the car?
Yeah, but the keys were inside her car and like right there, and then my heart dropped. Like it's like something came out of me. Yeah. And like I just didn't even look anywhere. I just ran towards the lake and I started screaming, Mom, 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 please come back. Where are you? Where are you? Like I was there until 2:00 at night screaming, begging, Mom, come back, come back. Like walking around, looking around, like where can she possibly go, you know?
You went past the safety railing on the ice?
I went on the rail. I went everywhere. I even crossed the train tracks. There's another park check there. I walked on the ice. Yeah. I even kicked the ice. Like even my brother, my brother came too. They were there. My uncle was there. We were all there.
Yeah.
Trying to find her, trying to see where she is.
You mentioned that is because like the area of focus is there. Because she was on foot. She didn't take her Opus card. She didn't take her wallet. She didn't take her money. She didn't take her cell phone. Like, how far could she have gotten from near, like, her she parked her car near the Goy Lake, right?
Yeah, the same place where Ariel was. Legit. It's, like, the same situation. And I don't understand why they don't have cameras installed. That situation happened, like, what, 3-4 years ago? And yeah. Honestly, by then they should have learned something and put cameras up. And like apparently when I was speaking to the investigators, the police officer, they're like, it's not the first time someone has been missing in that area. Like, yeah, what are you telling me? Like, it's not the first time someone's been missing. Then what's the city doing? What are we paying taxes for? What are we doing here?
That's a good point, but it's just like it's not necessarily the same situation because I don't know if Ariel maybe wanted to go missing, right? Whereas in your mom's situation, like there is a slight possibility that she wanted to go missing because she left everything behind. She left the car keys in the car and she went out on foot. That's why I'm saying that you should talk about the time when she last visited it, right?
Yeah, but it's like she often went there for walks. It's not like it's like something out of the blue that she just went there for a walk. Like, yeah, she used to go there for walks. Like, she's always walking around this area. Yeah. Like, everyone knew her in this neighborhood. Yeah. Right? Because she was always going for a walk. Like,
so what was because your brother told me that, like, you know, last month she went near the water and, like, since then, like, I guess she told your aunt about it, right?
Yeah, like, she told us, like, oh, I went towards the lake and I saw, like, the water flowing. Okay. And then she's like, I came back home. Okay,
and were you guys alarmed by that? Like,
a little.
Was this the time of like when you started things going downhill, right?
Yeah.
So when she said that, like you guys were kind of like a bit alarmed. Right?
Yeah. So like we were really worried. So like that's why like we started to
monitor
her where she was going, what she's doing, everything. Like yeah, but like we were always monitoring her.
Yeah.
Like it's not like we weren't monitoring her, but like we just started paying extra attention. attention. Like she was obviously getting attention before too. Like
Yeah.
we were like, yo, my house is only because of my mom. Like right now I don't even have a home.
Yeah.
I can't even call it a home because my mom's not here.
Yeah.
Like my house legit is, I can't even tell you. I don't even want to be here. It's so empty and lonely.
Yeah.
It's not home anymore.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's like, was there any other time where she just left like this, or was this the first time?
It's the first time. Like she never just leaves and not ever show up.
Yeah.
Like she goes for walks, but she's telling us like where she's going.
Yeah.
And like,
so like the moment she left the house, like she went to take out the garbage, and the moment you left, like you knew like almost instantly that.
Yeah, like legit, I got up and I called herself right away.
Okay.
And then I called my aunt right away, and then we went looking.
Right away, yeah. See, like, once again, I keep telling you, like, you did everything. You did everything that a daughter can do and more, and that's why you should not foster his guilt.
I don't know. I feel like I should have ran after her faster. Like, the moment I saw the car, should have just followed her left right away, not even call her cell.
At the end of the day, there's always these what ifs, and, like, you can't be, like, it's like a hard pill to digest, but you have to just tell yourself that like you did everything that you can, and at this point, like this was like she needed. Would you agree that she needed like mental help? I know you, and it's hard to like, yeah. And
I know she needed help.
Okay.
Like I totally agree she needed help, and I was.
Why are you so resistant to like admit that it's mental health? Because like the stigma against like our community, where okay, it's bad to get mental help, like
anything again.
Yeah.
And I do agree she needed it. It's just
you couldn't.
I'm just worried like if she comes back home and she's just gonna be like, oh look what you said to people, look what you did, like there's gonna be a huge taboo against her, especially in the bound community, and that's what I'm worried about. And I really don't want her to go through that, because like I said, the world is really cruel. Yeah,
but what do you think about like if this is what it takes, right? If like
at this point, like I'll do anything to just have my mother back, like anything, like we're like such a quiet family, like we're to ourselves. Like we're not people who are on social media. We don't post. We're not like that. We're not out there. And like right now, like even talking to you like this while recording, or like posting things constantly, begging people,
it's just out of your nature, right?
It's something like I've never thought in my life, I've never heard of, and it's like I don't know, like
you will do anything, even if that means going out of your like
comfort. Like that's what honestly at this point, like I'm just going out of my comfort, trying to get my mom back, and asking people, begging people, please just keep reposting, keep sharing, keep telling your family members. I just want my mom back. I really just want my mom back, because like I can't live without my mom. My mom's my world, my universe, my God. She's my prayers. And without my mom, I'm honestly nothing. I don't want to be. Please, I beg of everyone, just keep posting, keep sharing, keep giving up flyers. Please, just bring my mom home. I just want my mom.
Take a breath.